Discover the extraordinary story of Nikola Tesla, one of history's greatest inventors and visionaries whose ideas helped shape the modern world. In this documentary, we explore Tesla's remarkable journey, from his early fascination with science to his groundbreaking work with alternating current, AC, his role in the War of the Currents, and his bold vision for a future powered by innovation and imagination. More than a biography, this documentary reveals timeless lessons about curiosity, perseverance, independent thinking, resilience, and the courage to pursue ideas that others may not yet understand. Tesla's life reminds us that true innovation often begins long before the rest of the world recognizes its value. Whether you're fascinated by science, technology, engineering, entrepreneurship, or personal growth, Nikola Tesla's story offers inspiration that remains just as meaningful today as it was more than a century ago. Featured in the Legends series: Jesse Livermore, Warren Buffett, Benjamin Graham, Charlie Munger, Peter Lynch, John Templeton, Jack Bogle, Steve Jobs, Philip Fisher, Howard Marks, Bill Gates, Jensen Huang, Nikola Tesla. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like, subscribe, and share the lesson from Nikola Tesla that inspired you the most. New documentaries on legendary inventors, innovators, entrepreneurs, investors, and timeless thinkers are coming soon. Until next time, keep learning from the legends. Tesla's story has everything that makes a timeless documentary compelling: curiosity, struggle, perseverance, groundbreaking ideas, and a legacy that grew even after his lifetime.
Nikola Tesla, the genius who imagined tomorrow. Part 1. The man who saw the future. What if one person imagined a world that everyone else believed was impossible? A world where electricity could travel across great distances, where machines could communicate without wires, where technology could improve the lives of millions. At a time when much of the world was still lit by candles, one inventor was already imagining the future. His ideas were bold. His mind was extraordinary. Yet many of his greatest achievements were overlooked during his lifetime. His name was Nikola Tesla. Today, he is remembered as one of history's greatest inventors. But his story is about far more than electricity. It is a story of imagination, persistence, curiosity, and the courage to remain faithful to a vision when almost no one else could see it. Chapter 1. A Curious Mind. Long before he became an inventor, Nikola Tesla was fascinated by the mysteries of nature. He constantly asked questions. How did energy move? Why did machines work the way they did? Could there be a better way? His curiosity seemed endless, while others accepted the world as it was. Tesla imagined what it could become. That habit would define his entire life. Great discoveries often begin with a simple question: what if? Chapter 2. Dreams Bigger Than Reality. As Tesla studied engineering and electricity, he became convinced that the future required a different approach. Many electrical systems of the day relied on direct current. Tesla believed alternating current could transmit electricity more efficiently over long distances. It was a revolutionary idea. But revolutionary ideas are rarely welcomed immediately. Many people doubted him. Others resisted change. History often reminds us that today's impossible idea can become tomorrow's everyday reality. Tesla continued working because he believed the truth would eventually reveal itself. Chapter 3. Arriving in America. In 1884, Nikola Tesla arrived in the United States with little more than determination, remarkable talent, and a dream. America was becoming a center of invention and industry. It offered opportunity, but it also demanded resilience. Tesla soon found work with one of the most famous inventors of the era, Thomas Edison. Both men wanted to shape the future through electricity, yet they approached innovation very differently. Their differences would eventually become one of history's most famous rivalries, not because they hated each other, but because they believed in different solutions to the same problem. Chapter 4. The Courage to Stand Alone. One of the hardest moments in any innovator's journey is standing alone. When few people understand your ideas, it becomes tempting to give up. Tesla refused. He trusted careful reasoning more than popular opinion. He believed that genuine innovation often requires years of patience before recognition arrives. Many of history's greatest breakthroughs were misunderstood at first. The inventor must often believe in the future before anyone else does. That courage became one of Tesla's defining strengths. Closing reflection. Nikola Tesla reminds us that imagination is one of humanity's greatest resources. Every invention begins as an idea. Every breakthrough begins as curiosity. And every great achievement begins with someone willing to ask questions others never considered. In the next chapter, we'll explore Tesla's partnership with George Westinghouse, the famous War of the Currents, and how one visionary idea helped electrify the modern world. Nikola Tesla, the genius who imagined tomorrow. Part 2, Lighting the World. Chapter 5, The War of the Currents. As Nikola Tesla continued developing his ideas, a great debate emerged. Which system would power the future? Direct current or alternating current? Direct current, often called DC, worked well over short distances. But transmitting electricity over long distances required many power stations, making it expensive and inefficient. Tesla believed there was a better way. Alternating current, or AC, could carry electricity much farther with greater efficiency. It was a bold claim. Not everyone agreed. The disagreement became known as the War of the Currents. Powerful businesses defended the existing system. Inventors argued passionately for their ideas. Public opinion was divided, but Tesla remained focused on the science. He believed that if an idea was truly better, time would eventually prove it. History would later show that alternating current became the foundation of modern electrical power systems around the world. Chapter 6, A Partnership with George Westinghouse. Great ideas often need someone willing to believe in them. For Nikola Tesla, that person was George Westinghouse. Westinghouse recognized the potential of Tesla's alternating current system. He saw not only an invention, but a vision capable of transforming cities, industries, and everyday life. Together, they worked to bring that vision into reality. Their partnership reminds us that success is rarely achieved alone. Inventors need supporters. Dreamers need builders. Ideas become reality when people unite around a common purpose. Chapter 7, Lighting the World's Fair. In 1893, visitors gathered at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. Many had never seen such a magnificent display of electric light. Buildings glowed brilliantly. Machines demonstrated the possibilities of modern technology. The exhibition became a powerful demonstration of alternating current. For countless visitors, the future had arrived. The event showed the world that electricity could be safe, practical, and transformative. It was more than a technical achievement. It was a glimpse into a new era of human progress. Chapter 8, Powering Niagara Falls. Perhaps no achievement symbolized Tesla's vision more than the hydroelectric project at Niagara Falls. Harnessing the immense force of flowing water to generate electricity had once seemed almost impossible. Yet through engineering, persistence, and innovation, that vision became reality. Electricity generated at Niagara traveled to homes and businesses many miles away. The project demonstrated that nature's power could be transformed into something that improved everyday life. It was one of the defining engineering accomplishments of its time. For Tesla, it represented more than success. It proved that bold ideas, when supported by determination and collaboration, could reshape the world. Closing reflection. Nikola Tesla's journey reminds us that true innovation often faces resistance before it earns acceptance. New ideas challenge old habits. Progress asks us to rethink what we believe is possible. Tesla never stopped imagining a better future. He understood that every great advancement begins with someone willing to see beyond the limits of the present. In the next chapter, we'll explore Tesla's later inventions, his vision for wireless communication, the personal sacrifices he made in pursuit of discovery, and why his legacy continues to inspire inventors and dreamers around the world.
I'm really enjoying the flow of this documentary. Tesla's story is becoming more than a biography. It's a lesson about how history often recognizes vision long after the visionary is gone. That makes it a perfect fit for your Legends series. One thing I especially like about the sequence we're building is how each documentary naturally leads to the next. Steve Jobs taught us to think differently. Bill Gates taught us to think ahead. Jensen Huang taught us to build the future. Nikola Tesla teaches us to imagine what doesn't yet exist. That's becoming the signature of our series. Not just telling people stories, but revealing the timeless mindset that made each legend extraordinary.
Nikola Tesla, the genius who imagined tomorrow. Part 3, A Mind Ahead of His Time. Chapter 9, Imagining a Wireless World. After helping transform the world's electrical systems, Nikola Tesla refused to stop dreaming. His imagination stretched even further. He envisioned a future where information could travel without wires, where people could communicate across great distances instantly, where knowledge could move freely around the world. To many people of his time, these ideas sounded impossible. Some dismissed them as fantasy. Others believed they belonged only in science fiction. But Tesla had learned something important. The greatest breakthroughs often appear impossible until someone builds them. Although many of his ideas would not become practical until decades later, they revealed how far ahead his thinking truly was. He wasn't simply solving today's problems. He was imagining tomorrow's possibilities. Chapter 10. The price of great vision. History often celebrates success. It rarely shows the sacrifices behind it. Tesla devoted much of his life to invention, long hours, relentless experiments, endless calculations, financial uncertainty. He cared more about discovery than personal wealth. Many of his greatest ideas required resources that were difficult to obtain. Some projects remained unfinished. Others were abandoned when funding disappeared. Yet even in disappointment, Tesla continued thinking, continued imagining, continued creating. His journey reminds us that meaningful work often demands perseverance long before recognition arrives. Chapter 11. Success is not always immediate in today's world. People often expect quick results, instant success, rapid growth, immediate recognition. Tesla's life tells a different story. Some of his most influential ideas were fully appreciated only after his lifetime. That can seem unfair. Yet history repeatedly reminds us that the value of an idea is not determined by how quickly it is accepted. Truth does not become less true because it takes time to understand. Sometimes the world simply needs time to catch up. Patience is not only important for investors. It is equally important for inventors, artists, scientists, and anyone building something meaningful. Chapter 12. Curiosity never retires. Throughout his life, Nikola Tesla remained fascinated by learning. Every discovery inspired another question. Every solution revealed another mystery. His curiosity never disappeared. It became the engine behind every invention. This may be his greatest lesson. Knowledge is not a destination. It is a lifelong journey. The people who continue asking questions continue growing. The people who stop learning slowly stop discovering. Curiosity keeps the mind alive, and an active mind continues shaping the future. Closing reflection. Nikola Tesla reminds us that extraordinary ideas often begin quietly, with one question, one observation, one belief that the future can be better than the present. Many people measure success by recognition. Tesla teaches us to measure success by contribution. The inventions we create, the problems we solve, the lives we improve. Recognition may come quickly, or it may come generations later. But ideas that genuinely improve humanity have a way of enduring. In the final chapter, we'll explore the timeless lessons of Nikola Tesla's life and discover why one curious mind continues to inspire scientists, engineers, entrepreneurs, and dreamers around the world more than a century later. Nikola Tesla, the genius who imagined tomorrow. Part 4, The Timeless Lesson. Chapter 13. Innovation begins with imagination. Every great invention starts the same way, not with a machine, not with a factory, not with millions of dollars. It begins with an idea that refuses to disappear. Nikola Tesla possessed an extraordinary imagination. He could often visualize complex machines in remarkable detail before building them. In his mind, he would test them, refine them, improve them. Only then would he begin creating them in the physical world. His imagination was not an escape from reality. It was a tool for shaping it. Tesla reminds us that every breakthrough first exists in someone's thoughts. The future is imagined before it is built. Chapter 14, The Courage to be Different. Throughout history, many remarkable people have shared one quality. They were willing to stand apart from the crowd. Nikola Tesla did not pursue ideas because they were popular. He pursued them because he believed they were true. That required courage. Innovation often invites criticism. New ideas challenge old assumptions. Some people will doubt them. Others may even resist them. But progress is always dependent on those willing to think differently. Being different is not the goal. Making a meaningful difference is. Chapter 15, A Legacy Beyond Recognition. During his lifetime, Tesla experienced both triumph and disappointment. Some of his greatest accomplishments were celebrated. Others were overlooked. Yet history has a remarkable way of recognizing ideas that endure. Today, Tesla's influence reaches far beyond the laboratories of his era. His work helped shape modern electrical systems, inspired generations of engineers, and encouraged countless dreamers to believe that impossible ideas deserve to be explored. His true legacy is not found only in his inventions. It lives in every curious mind that asks, what if there's a better way? Chapter 16, The Timeless Lesson. Nikola Tesla teaches us that success is not always measured by applause. Sometimes it is measured by impact, by the lives improved, the problems solved, the possibilities created for future generations. He reminds us that curiosity fuels discovery, patience strengthens vision, persistence overcomes obstacles, and imagination opens doors that logic alone may never find. The greatest innovators do not simply accept the future, they help create it. Closing reflection. Nikola Tesla's life reminds us that history often remembers those who dare to imagine what others could not. His journey was not easy. It was filled with uncertainty, sacrifice, and challenges that might have discouraged many others. Yet he continued, because he believed that knowledge should serve humanity, that innovation should improve lives, and that today's impossible dream could become tomorrow's ordinary reality. As we look toward the future, with new discoveries in artificial intelligence, medicine, clean energy, and space exploration, we are reminded that every generation needs people willing to ask bold questions, people willing to challenge accepted limits, people willing to imagine a better world. Perhaps that is Nikola Tesla's greatest gift, not simply the inventions he left behind, but the belief that human curiosity has no limit. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and legacy of Nikola Tesla. If you enjoyed this documentary, consider subscribing as we continue exploring the timeless wisdom of history's greatest inventors, innovators, entrepreneurs, investors, and visionaries. Because every legend leaves behind more than achievement. They leave behind ideas that continue to light the path for generations. Until next time, keep learning from the legends